Hello and welcome back to Living Not Existing. As always, I'm Josh, and well, back again this week. Obviously, wasn't here last week. We actually went away last week. Me, Rachel, and mum, brother, and family, and different friends and stuff like that for a friend's birthday. So we were away camping last weekend. So unfortunately, didn't really get any work done on the allotment. But then when we got back, it was chucking it down constantly. So didn't get anything done last weekend, unfortunately. But I did manage to get down last night and make a bit of progress ready for today. So what I've done last night, which I'll show you in a minute, is just basically had a really good tidy up and sort out and moved everything ready for getting all the rest of the beds dug, which is what's happening today. Alongside also getting the fence built, or making a start getting the fence built for the actual chicken enclosure as well, so that I can then have the chickens in their enclosure bit and actually get some stuff put in the ground. Because of course can't put it in yet because the chickens will just eat everything, as was proven by those that lovely flower arranging sort of flower bed thing that Rachel had set up. But yeah, so that's that on what's going to be happening today. This morning, me and Rachel have just been for a quick little shopping trip out and just got a few bits and bobs. And then I've also just got a load more stuff as well. This week just acquired a load more different things as well, and so I'll show you a few of them bits and bobs as well later. Some things that I've got just that are going to be handy for down here at different points and stuff like that. And just for different future ideas to do down here as well for some of them. Just getting things ready for once I've got that big shed put up and stuff like that. But as for the things got today, I'll quickly show you. Just been the shopping trip, as I said. But yeah, so I've got a couple of kneeling pads just because come in handy, and of course it saves knacking your knees when you're down on the ground and doing stuff and getting things planted, which, as I say, hopefully we'll be doing shortly in all the beds. So I've got them. Also got a thermometer for in here in the greenhouse, just because I actually have no idea how hot it gets in here, so it'd be quite interesting to have a look and see what temperature it gets to when I'm down here. So I've got them. Then also I've got some Hurst green shaft peas, because I had some peas the other night and I've started liking them. So because I wasn't actually going to bother planting peas because I'm not really a big fan, but I've been pushing myself to like them, so I'm going to get some grown and make myself like my own, and what better way to do it, I'd say. So got them. And then I also got, because I know how clumsy I can be sometimes, first aid kit. So just a little simple one, just for should me or anyone else manage to chop themselves wide open, at least we can sort of bandage up a little bit. And then something I got this a while back, but I've just brought it down just because I'm going to test something out later on. A 500 watt inverter. Now that's going to come in handy at a later date for more things, but for now it's just to do a little tester, and I'll show you that later on once it's dark. So there's a little clue as to what I might be doing. But yeah, so there's that. And then last but not least, I just saw a cool sign when I was having a look in Wilko and getting those bits and bobs, and I thought it was quite funny. So yeah, so I got that thing. I'm going to put that on my shed. But as for now, I'll jump outside and show you basically what's been going on outside, and then I'll quickly show you a quick grow update of things in here as well, and then well, get cracked on. There's also someone new for you to meet, so I'll get outside and introduce you. Right, so as you can probably remember from last time, I was getting these beds all sorted out, and then still needed to get bits more dug over and everything. So what I was doing last night is prepping for this and getting this space cleared, to which Rachel, you can see there, is cracking on getting stuff sorted, as well as Rachel's mum, and this is Ruth here, so who's just having a good dig away getting things dug over. So as you can see, obviously I moved this trailer over and got that moved over with the help of the site manager basically, and so he luckily just happened to call down, so he actually gave me a good push over with this, which was handy because I was struggling by myself having to move it all. So yeah, so got that moved, as well as a load of wood, and that's just some stuff to burn later. And then I've just basically had a little bit of an organised the wood that was down there and moved them, as well as behind that big spool I got that new bench as well, so there's that to put somewhere. I can't remember if I've shown you this little vine looking tree thing, but I got that, as well as all those blue container boxes there, and another door. There's some more roof felt that you can see there in front of the door as well, for finishing the roofing felt on the shed, because I still haven't got around to that yet. And then I also got these plastic tubs, and which don't have holes in them, and they have those lids. And something I was thinking I might try out in the future is having a little go of like hydroponics or something like that, and just seeing like what that would be like in comparison to soil. Because I actually had a video crop up on YouTube the other day, and someone was growing some peppers, and they were doing a little experiment, and sort of had pepper seeds like in hydroponic setup and in soil setup, and the difference in how good they grow was incredible. I couldn't believe it. So I might have a little play around with doing that with those tubs at some point in the future. So I acquired them, and there's a couple of more bits and bobs, but they're sort of like packed away in the shed, so I'll get them out a bit later on. But yeah, so as for now, Ruth and Rachel are just having a good dig away there with the help of the chickens. And then what I'm going to do, as I was saying, is start putting up this fence. So basically, my fence is going to go along here and along where these beams are here, and just going to be probably only about that sort of height or something about that, not too high, because, well, they don't really need it. They're not going to particularly bother getting over, hopefully, but we'll see how that goes. I might have to raise it up as time goes on. So I'm just going to have a good dig through this wood, and then start clearing some space and getting some of the fence posts put in. So I'll crack on with that while Rachel and Ruth are cracking on getting all this dug over and turned over, ready for the rotavator going on it and getting all the paths put in. So we'll all get working, and I'll show you how we get on. Right, so I've now got this fence put up well, nearly put up. I've actually just ran out of battery on wherever I put it, the cordless drill. So I can't actually put any more of these up for now. And I need to get some of those like U-shaped wire mesh clamp nail things, because I haven't got any to be able to put the actual chicken wire and stuff on. So as for now, this is kind of at a standstill, and I still need to put these posts just along the back there near that bush, so where I'm actually going to be fencing it off. But this is the rough idea of what's going to be. I'm going to put another second level. Put a second level of these up on here, and then have it basically the height of these is sort of the idea. And I actually even did the job properly and used the spirit level as well, so they're actually all level. So yeah, so that's that as far as things what I've been getting done. And then Rachel and her mum Ruth have both been getting on brilliantly with digging over the beds. If you want to follow me over here. So they've been hard at work turning this over, chopping the top off, pulling out roots, and they've done an amazing job, as you can see here, at getting all of this turned over. There's now massive progress on getting all these beds sorted. So what obviously needs to happen now with this is I'm going to get my rotavator out and give it a blast over with the rotavator. But what I'm going to do first now is I'm going to get the fire going, because as you can probably see there behind me, when I was having to sort out, there's lots of stuff to burn. So I'm going to get that all on the go now, because I can have a fire now, and then I might see about getting my rotavator out if I've got enough petrol left over, and see if I can do that and get this ball in motion on this, and then potentially start laying some things out. But I might end up in the greenhouse. We'll see what happens anyway. But as for now, as I say, I'm going to get a fire going. So I'll crack on with that, and I'll show you what I end up doing. Right, well, it's come to that time of day again. Time to round things up and say goodbye. Because, well, basically my rotavator just tried using it. And, well, a bit back tried using it. And filled it up with a bit of petrol that I had left. And then it was just absolutely pouring out from where I tried doing that little bit of a bodge job sort of sealer thing, trying to seal it up. And from it just being sat with a little bit of petrol in it, the fumes have got to the adhesive stuff, and it's actually managed to gradually sort of melt it a little bit, so that now the petrol can get out. So unfortunately I can't really use that, because it's well, just like having a massive hole in your fuel tank, which obviously isn't a good thing, because you don't want petrol getting on the exhaust and causing a big flame ball, because I don't quite fancy being on fire today. So I've knocked that on the head and can't get the rotavating done. So unfortunately that's put that bit on a standstill until, well, hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to get to a shop and get some bits and bobs that I need to be able to fix it. So I'll get that sorted. But then, seeing as that wasn't working, I've just been having a bit of a plan out on things that I'm going to do with the herb garden and where I'm going to plant stuff once I get it obviously all sorted and that, because I've got a bit more like of an idea of being able to see it all dug over and sort of pace it out a bit. So I've just sort of been doing that. But I couldn't really get things planted because, of course, the chickens can still get to them. So all being well, fingers crossed, tomorrow I should get that fence finished off for the chickens and have that full enclosure sorted, which then means that things can finally get planted outside because they won't get eaten by the chickens. So yeah, that's it for today really. So thank you all very much for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit the little bell button, check out the Facebook and Instagram links below, and yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Josh, been Living Not Existing. Goodbye.